Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Benedict again from BJ Learn. And in this class, I want us to talk about how to create a dependent dropdown up to level 4. So we'll have 4 levels of dependent dropdown. But before we start creating these dependent dropdown levels, we have various sets of data depending on each and every level. So we'll be having name ranges for these levels of data. So like here in the first level, we have group names. We have Europe, we have North America and Pacific. So we must create the name range called Europe, where we have France, Germany and United Kingdom. So we'll highlight these cells first. Then we come to this naming box, and then we write Europe. So the name Europe must be exactly the way it has been written here, Europe. And the same applies to when we go to the group called North America. So we'll select United States. Then we go to this name box. Then type here North America. And the name North America must have the same characters and the same spellings as we have here under the group North America. So we'll do this again for Pacific. Then we go to the second level where we have the country names. So we select these types of products. We have different types of products. So we have bikes, components, clothing, and accessories. So we'll select this and go to a name box and write here France, because on this top here country name we have France, so we need to create a name range for France. The same applies to Germany, United Kingdom, and then to North America, and then to Pacific. So now when I highlight these 4 cells for bikes up to accessories, you can see we have the name range called Australia. So we again will move to the third level where we have the products now. So we want to create name ranges for each type of product. So we start with bikes. So here we have mountain bikes, road bikes, touring bikes. So we'll have a name range for the same. So we select all the bike types. Then we go to name box. Then we name it bikes, and the same spelling has to be exact as what we have here as the product type. So we'll do that to all the products. So we have components as well. So you can see where we have components. We have the components name range. Clothing also, we have clothing name range, and then accessories, we also have accessories name range. So when we go to level 4, so here we have category. So it means that these sub products will be selected based on the mountain bikes, or these other products will be selected based on the road bikes. So we must create a name range for mountain bikes. So we select all this list, then we go to a name box, then type here mountain bikes. So the same will be done for all this category of products up to where we have the tires and tubes. So under normal circumstances, you will not find these levels being put in a single sheet, but we've just done this for our understanding. So we have all the name ranges for all the levels. So let's now go to creation of a dependent dropdown. So we'll start with the group. So under group we have Europe, North America and Pacific. So it is a list of three names. So we'll come to A2, then we go to data menu, then to data tools, then we select data validation. So under the allow, or because we are having a list of groups, so we'll select list, and then where we have the source, so here we need to select this list of a group from Europe to Pacific. Then we click OK. So now we've created a drop-down menu for different types of group, where we have Europe, North America, and Pacific. But now we have also this column where we have country. So we want to, when we select Europe, we can only pick the values as France, Germany, and United Kingdom. The same applies to when we select North America, we will only have United States. So we'll do the same procedures we've done in group, the column called group, but with a slight difference where we have the source. So we'll click here B2, then after clicking B2, go to data, then data validation tools, we select this data validation, then where we have the allow, we'll select list, then where we have the source, so here is where we have the slight difference, so we'll type is equal to the indirect, then bracket, then we select A2, so A2 will be our dependent variable, where B2 will depend on A2, then we close the bracket, but since we are doing we'll drag the formula coming down to create more data values. We need to do away with this dollar sign just before 2 to make it a mixed reference, where the column will be relative, rather the column will be absolute reference and the row will be relative reference. So we do away with the dollar sign, then click OK. So we go to the next column where we have the products. So after selecting the country, it means that in that country, when we go to products, we only select the products where the country sells. So we cannot select the products that the country does not sell. So we'll come again here and go to data menu, then data tools, then we select data validation, then where we have allow we'll select list. So where we have source, we'll select B2. So our products drop down menu will depend on the country that has been selected, and again we'll do away with the dollar sign. Before then, we need to write indirect, then comma, we select B2, then we do away with the dollar sign just after before 2 to make it a relative reference, then we click OK. So the source currently evaluates to an error, so we'll just click OK to ignore the we'll click yes to continue. Then we go again now to level 3, where we have we go to level 3 where we have the category. So category here again will also depend on the products. So category here are these mountain bikes components, rather mountain bikes which fall under bikes. Then we have this other category, this list, which fall under components, and this other list which fall under clothing, and the other list that fall under accessories. So we'll come here again, click on data menu, then data tools, then data validation, and allow will select a list, and at source again we'll type indirect, start with the equal sign, then indirect, then comma, we select C2, then we just do away with the dollar sign just before 2 to make that formula makes reference, where the row will be relative and the column will be absolute reference. Then we click OK, then we click yes. Then now we go to the subcategory again. We'll click data menu, data analysis tools. We select data validation, and allow we select list. Then we go to source. So under source, I will be using D2, but it is indirect, so we write is equal to indirect bracket, then D2, then we do away with the dollar sign just before 2, then we close the bracket, then we click OK, and yes. So now we've done all the 4 levels of dependent drop down. So we want to see if they are working. So we start with Europe. So where we've selected Europe, we only expect to have countries as France, Germany, and United Kingdom. So let's go to column B, where we have B2. Then we select under drop down menu we have France. So the drop down menu is okay, so we can select Germany. So when we go to products again, where we have Germany, we should have these products, bikes, components, and the clothing and accessories. So let's see. So we have all the components. We can select clothing. So when we go down where we have the clothing, the third level dependent drop down. So you want to see where we have the big baby shorts, caps, up to vest. So let's come here. Let's see what we have in our drop down. So we have bib shorts, up to vest. So this is okay. Let's pick gloves. So when we go to subcategory, let's move down. We see what we have under gloves. So gloves is under clothing. So we'll first check where we have the clothing and check gloves. So here we have bikes. So we'll move to my right. So here we have components. Then we go to clothing. So under clothing, we want to see where we have gloves. So gloves, we have half finger glove S up to full finger glove L. So let's go to our drop down menu, or rather the dependent drop down. So you can see we have half finger gloves, and then up to full finger gloves. So let's just try to expand this column. Let's select one and expand. So now you can see we've done the 4 levels of dependent drop down, and that's how it's being done. So you must use indirect from level 2 up the next levels. So thanks a lot for watching, and let's meet again in the next class. So before I close it down, you can always copy these formulas down. Let me just delete this first, then I will highlight where we've just done our formulas, then I can copy them down. So now in all these cells we have the formulas copied. So when you come here, just select your group, select your country, select the products being sold in that particular country, then select the type of components for category, then select the subcategory for brakes. So that's how it's being done. So thanks a lot for watching, and let's meet again in the next class.